Hi, I'm here with my order from St. Louis Art Supply, and I have something I'm very excited about getting that I want to try out with you. And I've used this company another time. I got some things from them, and I was pretty impressed with their speed of shipping and their packing. And they also have a lot of things that are kind of hard to find otherwise, in the US particularly. And so I am sure I will be visiting them again. I really like their packing tape, and I may try to peel that off and see if I can use it in my journal. Yay, I got a piece. I got everything out of there. Okay, where to start? Okay, I'll start with the main reason I made an order, and that was that they carry these Kakimori nibs. The one metal, like it's a metal dip pen nib, and the one I got is brass. And so it's just this simple little thing, but I am very intrigued by the reports I've been hearing about it, because it apparently holds a lot of ink, and also just gives you a lot of choices of line quality. Here's a little brochure about it, which is all in Japanese. Okay, here's some English version. Okay, so they have beautiful pen holders that I also was very tempted by. However, this is supposed to work in a standard nib holder, and as I have several of those already, I just felt a little irresponsible to order another one. So I'm going to pick maybe this one, and maybe one day I will get that as well, but for now I can use something I already have. Maybe. Well, let me try a different one. Let's try one of these cheap basic ones. Bit of a tight fit, so I'm not sure about it fitting in a standard nib. Here is a very old one. Ah, there we go. Okay, it fits in that one. Not very pretty, but nevertheless it will work. Okay. So you're supposed to rinse with water during use. You can use a toothbrush to clean it. You should dry it. Just some basic care instructions there. I said Kakimori is the brand. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's a Japanese company. So I decided while trying this that I would also try some of their ink. So I did get one bottle of their ink. I am trying to kind of expand my ink collection. I have a few colors of inks, but not many. This says it is a pigment ink. Shake well before use. I like their packaging. This little embossed or debossed, dented in little words there for their brand name. Okay, just getting some of my current sketchbooks and journals here handy just to check out different kinds of paper. And I'm just going to do a little bit of experimenting. So I think I'll start in this as a mixed media journal. I, in general, really like the paper in this. However, the book does not stay open well at all, which is its downside. Otherwise, I would like it quite well. So, this color was, I'm not sure it says on here, but it's a blue, kind of a tealish blue. And the advantage of this is supposed to be that you can get a variety of line widths in it, according to how much you tilt it. Oh, I love that. So that's pretty cool. Also, I'm going to see how long I can go in just one dip. This color. It's been drying very very nicely and is still on that first dip, so that is impressive. See how it is to do lettering or write some words with. I often use hatching or cross hatching to shade, so I'm just trying out how that might work with this pen. Pretty lovely. I do really enjoy the variety of line width and the quality of the line, the kind of sketchy look that you can get with it. I really like that. This paper is pretty toothy, and so it's kind of absorbent, so it's absorbing a lot of the ink in. So how it works on this paper might be totally different than how it works in one of my other books with different paper. The next thing I'm checking is just how water resistant the ink is, and so I'm just brushing it with some water here. It bleeds just a little bit, but it's also pretty fresh, so I think I'll be able to use watercolor with this. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna try it now. In my little watercolor book that I've been doing faces in. just see how I really like this watercolor paper, so I just think I'll test it out and see how it works on that. Okay, that works rather nicely on there. I see a lot of potential with this ability to vary the line width in sketching purposes. Very nice. I'm going to try it in this journal, which does not have, like it's almost just like, I don't know, printer paper or something. It's not very nice paper. It is just a journal with some Dan Eldon little goodies stuck in here and there. So I'm just going to find a page. Here we go. pretty significant bleed through here. Now I'm getting out my Galen leather notebook that's filled with Tomoe River paper, and that's what the paper that's in the Hobonichi, so I'm really curious to see how well it works on this paper, as that's where I do a lot of my writing and sketching and things. So here goes. Now for the moment of truth, I put the ink on fairly heavy on this, so did it bleed through? No, it did not. There's ghosting for sure, but it did not actually seep through the paper. So just looking back at the things I tried the Kakimori ink with and using my brass nib, I used this watercolor paper and it worked quite nicely. I used this mixed media paper, which also worked well. There was a little bit more bleeding or less sharp edges with it, but it still worked quite nice in here. Of course I did the Tomoe River paper in this little notebook, and then I also tried it in this journal that has the really thin paper, which it did bleed through fairly badly on it. So probably not good for every kind of paper, but most of the things that I use quite a bit, it worked very well on. And then the other things I wanted to show you that I also got from the Kakimori brand from the St. Louis art company is these fillable pens, markers, I guess, and they come empty. They're special made to use the Kakimori ink in, so you can fill them. You simply take that felt insert that's in the center of the pen and you let it wick full of the ink, and then place it in there and clamp the cap down. So I think they're not refillable after, that first use, but it would be pretty cool, because I got one that's a brush pen and one that's a fine tip pen. So I am excited to try those out, but those are going to have to wait for a different time.